Hi, good morning, Ms. Chan. So as mentioned, the whole conversation will need to be recorded for my own internal transcribing purposes. There's no right or wrong answers, and everything you share will be kept strictly confidential. So are we good to go?
Yes,
Thank you so much. How do you feel about lifestyle right now?
I feel that my lifestyle now is quite positive. Even though I'm very busy, I still have time to go out with my friends, exercise, and usually on the Sundays, I take a long walk or jog from stadium to Esplanade area to
Mm,
relieve stress or tiredness that I feel over the weekdays.
sure. What are you most grateful for?
I'm most grateful for my good health currently as I'm not facing any illness and having the discipline to at least exercise 1 day per week despite my
Mm,
busy schedule. As
mm,
many have said, health is gold. We should be taking care of it no matter what.
mm. Okay. What are you most fearful of?
I'm most fearful of not accomplishing of what I want when I'm older. My plan is actually to retire in Australia
Mm,
and I am working towards it now.
mm,
Like why Australia? Because of the living expenses, housing and car are a lot cheaper there, considering the space and the house is bigger there. I
mm,
always wanted to live in a spacious house with my car parked in the house. It
mm,
just seems very cozy and homely.
mm. Okay, interesting. So let's say if your I mean down the road, if your income is able to support all that, uh, would you still want to retire in Australia or you prefer to retire in Singapore? I mean, the reason of retiring in Australia is it because just it's much cheaper there due to cost reasons or not?
Definitely it will still be in Australia because given the same cost I pay for the housing here in Australia versus Singapore, right, I think I'm able to get much more over there. As in the land size, having the backyard and everything.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your definition of a successful life?
My definition of a successful life is when I'm able to run a small business and be financially independent in the future, but
Mm,
not very sure what I want now as I'm still exploring opportunities to eventually reach that path.
mm. So what's the amount that you need to be financially to gain your financially freedom, as how you mentioned? Is there a number that you're looking at?
I'm actually like looking at maybe if say now I want to move there, right, and have my small business started already, maybe around 500K.
500K.
Yeah, I think that's the starting point.
Sure. So so how do you feel when you think about your future in retirement?
I can only think about the beach or the ocean because like I always envision myself to be like, sitting at the alfresco or maybe the balcony there, like looking at the view and eventually just living my life like that. Yeah,
Mm.
or reading a book by the seaside, that kind of thing. Like very peaceful. Yeah.
Then basically, I'm going to show you a chart. Give me a second. It's what we call a block tree diagram. So I want you to choose a character that best describe how you feel, how what you think of your emotion. Which character here best describe your emotion during your future state of retirement? Can you see the diagram now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I scroll down, there are quite a number of characters, 21 of them. So can you just tell me which one will you choose?
Probably number one.
Number one, okay.
Yeah.
Why you choose number one?
The expression like it caught me first when I first saw this picture. The person seems like very happy and very free.
Mm,
On it seems like he's already like relieved of stress that
mm,
like
okay.
most people are facing. That's why he's on top of the tree trunk.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
okay. So then, what would be the most significant accomplishment in the future of yours?
That I will be able to uh die in peace, as in the illness is not complicated that kind. it's kind of like the illness that when I eventually pass away, right, it's a very not a painful death, that kind of illness. So being able to
Sure. I mean, that is still be your ideal state. I mean, we can't really choose how we want to die in that sense,
yeah
when you let's say the illness fall. But something that is within your control, what do you think would be the one most significant accomplishment in the future of yours?
being able to move overseas
Okay.
and
Okay.
living the lifestyle that I want
Mm, mm,
in Australia, which is very peaceful, and definitely I want to live in a slower pace of life
mm,
as compared to the life I'm living here.
mm. Okay. Now, what are some of the other essential things that you will need to achieve the ideal state of retirement, the future state of retirement?
For this, like, I think I need a very rigid and disciplined savings plan or investment to reach there. So
Mm,
for this to happen, I must have the money first also.
mm,
And the money must be able to sustain me when I move there.
mm. Okay. So when you talk about that investment that you need, right? What type of investment will comes to your mind then?
Investment I'm thinking of is like those fixed rate and like consistent returns kind of investment
Mm,
that's able to supply me
mm. Okay.
for now and until the future.
Mm, okay. Now, how do you come about that wish for the future?
It actually came from my best friend whose family owns a house in Perth. She has always been describing the kind of life she's living there in Perth, and like how clean the air is and how affordable the car is also.
Mm,
It's also basically a very nice place to live in,
mm,
considering that the work-life balance is better over there. Like their food court, it actually closes at 5 p.m. in
mm,
many other areas. Yeah, so I thought it's a very nice place to live in lah.
okay.
Yeah, it's good for my mental health also in a
Mm,
way.
mm, okay. Now, when do you start thinking about the future?
Actually, I think about it every day. The moment uh when she described to me about her life every day.
Mm,
Because we chat every day, right? So the trigger is happening every day.
mm,
Yeah, and also like how like as you know, Singapore has a very tight living space.
mm,
Even when we pay more to live in a better housing unit.
mm,
Like back then I used to live in a bigger unit in the HDB.
mm,
Then I moved to a smaller HDB unit today. I noticed the space in other unit are also getting smaller, be it HDB or condo, and
mm,
more expensive unlike last time. Then
mm,
I felt like it's not very worth to work so hard for just a small space lah. It's not very worth the effort.
mm,
Even though Singapore is a very safe place to live in, it
mm,
will not be a place that I want to retire in.
mm. Okay. Now, do you think is there a right time to start
I
to,
think
to plan for your future state of retirement?
I think we can, I think we should be starting early.
Mm,
Say that because for savings plan, I think it is also a form of investment in terms of like having the discipline to actually not spend.
mm,
And from savings, we could
mm,
actually be starting to plan for this future that I want to work towards to.
mm. Okay. So when did you start then in terms of saving? Have you started?
I actually started like few years ago,
Mm,
although not say very big amount now, but at least there's a starting point for me.
mm.
Yeah, I'll say like maybe I'm around maybe only 5%, but that's better than 0%.
Okay, but did you start at the moment that you wanted the thought of retirement came in, or before that you already started?
More towards the retirement.
Okay. Um, what's the one thing that scares about you? That scares you about the future?
Since like I only have this goal to accomplish now, right?
Mm,
this is the only thing I'm focusing on.
Mm.
And there's other uncontrollable situations such as the financial crisis or economic crisis in Australia that will hit suddenly.
Mm.
Then the housing in Australia suddenly increases.
Mm.
Then I will not, it might affect my plan as the cost rises.
Okay.
Like I will be worried that I'm unable to actually deposit the money for the housing
Mm.
if the price increases.
Okay. So, do you feel that you're in control of your future plans?
For this, yes and no.
Why?
Yeah, for myself, definitely I'm in control as it depends on how I save or invest my money to attain that goal. Yeah, so like with enough money, definitely I can attain it. No, it's because as I mentioned earlier, I cannot control the economic crisis or rising rate or say if there's any disaster in Australia, then this thing is definitely one thing I cannot control.
Okay. So do you feel that you are in control of your future plans? How confident are you in making that future of yours a reality? From 0 to 10, 0 confidence, 10 is 100%. Yeah.
I'll say 60% given the plans that I've done.
Mm.
And that's my only final goal in life now, as I'm not focusing on anything else.
But why still 60% when you're not focusing on anything else? Is there anything that
There's
can help you? Is there anything that you wish for, or any other, like you can wish for any professional help or any institution that can step in to help to increase that confidence level of yours to a higher percentage?
I would think it's still the money issue. That's one thing I'm very I haven't done much research about the actual sum that I need to put in to actually attain that housing.
Okay.
But I only like I only got like assumption now. Then like I feel like yeah, it's just like not very confident yet. It's not very comfortable yet for the sum I have. Yeah.
So is there anything that you wish that wish for any professional help from anyone or from any institution?
Yeah, definitely I would appreciate that kind of service. Because like that will guide us like step by step on how can we actually attain that goal that we want. Yeah.
When talk about professional help, what type of professional help comes to your mind?
I would think of financial advisory first. Yeah. Like them being able to, guide us from savings to investment to eventually having that sum of money and sustain ourselves in the future.
Okay. So how confident are you able to accumulate 500K for retirement?
For this, like I think maybe 80%.
Okay.
80% given that we've already started saving a bit now. So if like I'm able to accumulate the interest till then I think that's not really an issue.
Okay. Now, what will happen if something happens to you halfway then?
Halfway, if something happens to me halfway, I'll probably claim insurance or probably like seek help from my brother or parents.
Okay. Have you considered what happened if you unfortunately touch wood, pass away suddenly? Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I think for now I'm not really prepared, but maybe in next few years that would be okay when I'm really financially stable. And
Or have you?
and
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, again.
yeah, and the only thing that I can think of is like when I pass on the money is like pass to my parents, that kind of thing.
Okay. Now, have you also considered what happened or need to result in the fact that you have to withdraw your investment before it mature?
I think like that. I think there's no choice if I run into into a crisis. then I have no choice to, like actually withdraw out. Yeah, but then yeah, it will definitely impact you mean for the 500K, right?
Yeah.
Since it's like retirement money,
Mm.
I think it's fine to take out and just solve the crisis that I have. It wouldn't impact anything, given that I'm already retired and I have the extra 500K.
Okay. Okay. Now, what do you think will stop you from your plan?
What will stop me from my plan of getting this 500K is my consistency and discipline in saving, or maybe when like next of kin, like they run into issue and they need money, then I have to lend, then that will probably be an impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you could change anything, what is the most important thing you want to change to make it better for you or easier for you?
Make it better. I think probably having a investment app or some financial app that would guide us and eventually help us save save an extra sum through the interest rates and stuff.
App, is it APP using app, right?
Application.
Okay. Now, what is the thing that worries you most about your wealth right now?
The thing that I'm most worried about my wealth now is like having to pay for my bills. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I think that is one thing that we cannot escape from. But sometimes when the variable costs get too high, like when I go shopping or something, I over cost on something, right? I think sometimes it impacts lah, because I have to like use a bit more to pay out the cost.
Okay. Now, how ready are you financially, you feel? On the scale
For
1 to 5.
now,
Yeah.
I think it's only 5.
Why? Why do you rate that way?
Because I feel like I only started to really save extra more when I planned for the housing in Australia. Before that, it was just very basic savings, not much.
Okay. What about your short-term goals for wealth accumulation?
My short-term goal is that I'm able to save something and take out the money as and when I like. To say that the liquidity is higher for short term.
Okay.
Then for long term, is that something that is fixed and can only be taken out when I'm older. That would be like larger sum with lower liquidity.
So in terms of that, are you looking at the same type of investment tools for both short term and long term, or is two different set of investment tools?
For short term one, definitely I think I will jump around. Because the market is quite volatile. And since it's a quick money, right, then I'll probably be trying here and there. Since the risk maybe is I feel is lower lah, might be lower. But as for long term, the risk might be higher. So I think I would want to trust credit a financial institution with higher credentials, since it's the money that is accumulated over a long time, can be quite a huge sum. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the best way to grow wealth for you?
The best way to grow wealth for me definitely is to find a trusted financial company that's able to help me plan my cost such that it is low and I'm able to get stable and safe return of investment over time without losing too much.
Okay. And what comes to your mind? What brand or what institution will come to your mind?
For now, I can only think of maybe AIA.
Hmm. Why
Yeah.
AI?
Sorry, I changed my answer to Prudential
Okay.
because that time they show me about their credit rating is like AAA.
Hmm.
So because it's controlled by MAS also, so
Okay.
I thought it's a pretty good company to trust. Like even if they fall or anything,
Hmm.
then I can file to MAS now.
So you are only aware Prudential has the triple A rating, is it?
I'm aware of a few, but Prudential has the highest credit rating uh according to the list that they show me that time.
Hmm. Who showed you the list? Is it from Prudential agent or from someone else?
From Prudential agent and
Hmm.
a few other websites.
Hmm.
Prudential often came in as the top ranking.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Now, what gets in the way of growing wealth?
When no one is reaching out to us to educate us about the knowledge of financial saving or investment,
Hmm.
that will probably uh impede us from like gaining more knowledge and just using like basic savings to save up, which I think definitely will not be enough for the future.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you have savings, investment, or retirement related insurance plan?
Yeah, currently I do have one plan with Prudential.
Hmm.
It's just a very basic savings plan as of now,
Hmm.
since I'm looking into other avenue to invest or save my money in.
Hmm.
Because their fixed rate
Hmm.
is accumulated for a very long time, like 25 years or 20 years. So I'm not thinking of having another plan with them.
Hmm. So that you felt that when you bought this product, is it short-term or long-term goal? Hmm.
It's for long term.
Hmm.
It's just a side savings plan with some
Hmm.
interest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you say that you're looking for other investment vehicle, right? What other investment you're looking at?
Like actually I'm looking at stocks also.
Hmm.
I've been like monitoring the market
Hmm.
on
But
and off.
okay.
So I think that is one form of investment. Like I'm using the Tiger Trade app to
Okay.
monitor the market every time.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see like there's any low, then I'll probably buy.
Also, just now you seem to mention that one plan from an insurance company is good enough for you. You're not it seems like you will not consider other products from insurance company. Am I reading you correctly?
Yeah, because for me, like I think the insurance company usually they push for like very
Hmm.
long duration kind of savings or investment.
Hmm.
So for now, I'm still a bit skeptical
Hmm.
into buying another plan from them.
Okay. Now, if insurance company tell you, okay, in order to convince you to consider us again, you can change anything that you can change one thing from us. What would you want then?
I think I will probably ask to reduce the length of savings to maybe 5 years.
Hmm.
Because like over 20 years there can be many like many kind of like different economy cycles up and down going through.
Hmm.
And sometimes when I want to take out my money, then the full amount is like it feels very stuck and very very stagnant now.
Hmm.
Because I'm unable to withdraw all of my money
Hmm.
when
Okay.
the interest is good.
Okay. Understand. Now, what do you know about Manulife?
For Manulife, I know that they do quite a few insurance under them.
Hmm.
It's not just Manulife alone. I know of some agents that does like a few assets or a few insurance at the same time, like AIA,
Hmm.
Prudential. So they sell like different packages,
Hmm.
insurance packages under this company called Manulife.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Then would you consider getting a policy or getting an investment or getting something from Manulife?
I think I will definitely get from them if the insurance agent manages to cater the right insurance package to my needs. Because I know they got many kind of packages over there. It's just like about the matter of meeting my needs. And whether Manulife is trustable or not. For now, I think I don't have a very I'm not as confident with Manulife as compared to Prudential still.
So what can increase your confidence in Manulife then?
I think they have to be more strong in their brand image. Right now, to me, it's just like it's just very weak and all over the place. I'm not sure if I'm describing the right way because the insurance agents give me this impression that they are selling a different kind of product at the same time from different companies.
Okay. So you felt that they are like an intermediary, is it? That they are selling insurance from other companies, let's say like AIA, Prudential? Is that what?
Yeah. So it's a bit confusing about their brand image. I'm not sure what they are trying to portray to us.
I see. Okay. Now, how will you describe Manulife to a friend then?
I'll just say, yeah, it's an insurance company that maybe we can buy insurance package from. But maybe need to seek more information first before you actually embark on buying something or purchasing certain packages from there. Just not very confident.
Okay. Yeah, I've come to the end of the interview. Is there anything you wish to add before we end this session?
No.
All right. Thank you and have a great weekend, Ms. Chan. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.